Police Commissioner's office, how can I help you?
Yeah, is Commissioner Ryder in his office, or is he out and about committing more crimes?
He's not available. Is there a different way I can help you?
He's got to be available. What's up, guys? This is not Sean Paul Reyes. This is the Red Pilled Genius, Todd Alexander, Red Pilled Rants on YouTube. This is a call I made to Nassau County Police Department, trying to spread the word about that awesome Commissioner Ryder that they have down there. That stellar trophy of a officer that everybody should look up to. I'm sorry, I can't lie. I can't say those type of things that aren't true. This is a call that I made over to them, and it goes really well. And I kind of want to say this at the beginning. There's a certain way to kind of communicate with these people, and maybe even get into their thick noggins. If you don't just call cursing at them or yelling at them, and calling them pigs and things like that. And I get that. That doesn't make things easier for our man, Long Island Audit, Sean Paul Reyes. That doesn't make his situation any better. But we need to be smarter. Let's all work smarter and not exactly. So you already know. So here's my call. And yeah, that's it. So in the famous words of the number one guy out there doing First Amendment audits, let's get into it. All right, we're going to call Nassau County Police Department, the ones that have the corrupt Commissioner Ryder arresting a Long Island Audit. Let's give him a little jingle, because I'm sick of this shit. Let's call these fucking assholes.
Nassau County First Precinct, number 10901. How can I help you?
Hey, operator. Is there somebody there I can talk to about the disgusting behavior of the Commissioner Ryder there and what he's doing to journalists and to free Americans?
1 second.
Here we go.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm going to transfer you over to 7000, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Nassau County Police 551.
Yeah, I wanted to speak to somebody about the disgusting behavior of Commissioner Ryder and where he thinks he can get off kind of, acting like a sheriff from some sort of, a movie, just running around doing whatever he wants, arresting journalists, breaking people's First Amendment rights and Fourth Amendment rights. And why is he allowed to do this? Why? I mean, it's absolutely outrageous what this guy is up to. And that makes you part of it.
And what was the last part?
That makes you part of it, the fact that you work there under this guy. Doesn't that bother you?
Not at all.
It doesn't bother you at all?
Well, what bothers me is that you believe what you read.
Believe what you read. There's been different things over the past few years about this guy. It's not just one journalist.
You don't even know who it is, and he's an amazing guy, by the way.
Okay, so everything that's said, where there's smoke, there's fire. You guys say that all the time, but when it comes to a commissioner or this Ryder guy, that's not the case then. It's just the public just doesn't like him for some reason.
Well, you're getting paid not to like him, so.
I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this because I'm a concerned citizen. I have nothing to do with Long Island Audit or any other of the journalists. I'm in a totally different state. I just think this is outrageous. It's disgusting.
Different state.
And you have cognitive dissonance to sit there and think that this guy's okay because you're getting paid. I'm not getting paid. You're the one getting paid by our tax dollars.
My tax dollars too. So yeah, there's that.
Yours too, but we're included in that. But yet, you have this dissonance that you don't want to believe what this guy is doing. And it's not just one journalist who said it. It's been over the years. And just by going to a guy's house with, I don't know how many people it was, 8 different officers, almost running him off the road. You see the camera. The camera doesn't lie.
Because they went to his house, but that's okay.
He went knocking on the door like anybody can do. And then he left right away. He didn't do anything. If you watch the video, there's no way you can sit there and see that he did something wrong unless you're just totally brainwashed. Unless you're just totally in it for the pension and whatever. Because he went there and knocked, the wife answered, and he left. And they came up with 12 police officers for the guy with the camera. He wasn't carrying an AK-47. It's silly. And this guy runs around, recordings of him, and he's doing this and that. And I mean, you guys are supposed to be working for the people. You guys are supposed to be the people's servants, not running them around like they're on a slave farm or something like that.
Anything about him at all?
What's that?
Long Island Audit guy that you're following, do you know anything about him?
Yes, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you know?
What do you mean, what do I know? Like, what do you mean? Is there you have some secret information that he's a spy or something like that? Or he's been arrested? Oh my God, he's been arrested before?
Well, it goes deeper than that. So you should look into who you're following. But in the meantime...
Well, you should. I'll look into who I'm following, but you need to look into who you're working for. That's a way big difference. Okay. This is somebody who has the power. They've got guns on them. They've got tasers. They've got corruption up the wazoo. It's not just one person saying it. It's thousands of people have talked about this guy.
That are getting paid. And
you sound like a sweet person. You got to know this. They're not getting paid. These are just normal people.
If I do say so.
What's that?
Thank you. I said I am a sweet person if I do say so. Thank you.
No, you can tell. And I just saw the video this morning, and it's outrageous.
There's another one?
What's that?
I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was another video.
It was just a new one where I guess he turned himself in over the past few days, and then went to the court, and then the court...
I did hear about that, actually.
Yeah, and then they released him or whatever. But it's just... I watch probably... there's probably like 20 other people. I'm not like a cop hater or anything like that. Unfortunately, the bad ones come to the surface with these videos, and the camera tends to pull them out, just like if you're going to hunt for geese or hunt for, you just do that little call and then here they come. But people act like this camera, which is worn by the officers, and which everybody has on their phone, and which everybody has around there wherever they walk and go, is like it's like a cross to a vampire. Like, oh my God, you have a camera. And some people, not even Paul Ray, what happened to him is crazy, but some people get thrown down, or they get, just for their right. That's a constitutional right. It doesn't matter if he's press or if he works at CNN, fake media or something like that. He has a right to walk around with the camera and film whatever he wants. Now, you can't get in the middle of it, and you can't do all that, and obviously they know that. But just the treatment of somebody with a gun, it wouldn't even happen. He wouldn't have had to go even just knock on the door like a normal person can, and then you're not soliciting, you walk off. He wouldn't have to do that if it wasn't the 3 other interactions that he had with these officers before that. And you've seen them. I don't know if you okay the way they talk, and they talk like thugs, all walking around with tattoos now. They've lowered the IQ score to hire these guys, these cops. That's why when you sit there and go, these guys don't have to rub together. That's because that's what they're looking for. It's on purpose, so they can mold them to the way they want. So Commissioner Ryder can ride their ass and make sure they do what he wants. So it's just...
Well, I'm just going to say this. I appreciate you calling and not cursing and saying vile things, because that's not the norm with everybody that's been calling. So
that definitely doesn't help. Yeah, people get fired up, but they do realize when people are being... But go ahead, I cut you off.
That's okay. I was just going to ask who you'd like to speak to and where I can transfer you.
Oh, I guess, I don't know if it even matters. Does it even matter to speak to somebody? I just kind of wanted to voice it to you. I don't know if there's somebody else who would listen or whatever. I think just the more the people do that, this commissioner guy, who's apparently a sociopath, will...
No, he's really not. You can't... He's really not.
I know, but when it goes into all these different things, really, I mean, even your local media has exposed this guy.
All I'm asking is that you look into the person you're following a little more. That's all. Okay,
what is it that what is it that you know that I don't know?
You'll see it if you Google him.
Okay, but that could be misinformation as well. That could be misinformation or disinformation as well. You know what I mean? And if there's records or whatever.
Could be.
Okay, but that's still but minus that. And those cops didn't know him until he started going around with cameras and stuff. And minus that, though, he's still a neutral journalist. People can have stuff in their past, and it could be different now.
I agree with that.
Right. So, I mean, they tried to run the guy off the road. I mean, I've watched people that bring up certain things. It could be just a very simple thing with the camera. And then these cops will then go to the house the next day or wait at the end of their street and follow them down the street. And all intimidation. And that's what these other guys are doing. It's just wrong. It's just not right, And I know there's secret societies, and a lot of these guys are upper echelon of Freemasons and whatnot, but that's bullshit too. Excuse me, there's my first curse word. There you go. So it's
At
just...
least it wasn't directed toward me. So.
Yeah, right. That's stupid too. Yeah, you have nothing to... Yeah. That's so... For those people, I apologize because that's not a way.
That doesn't get that.
Yeah, you get more flies with honey or bees with whatever it is, flies with honey.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anybody else that would want to hear it out, but I'm sure the lines are being recorded and you can just pass it on. But I'm sure.
Okay, again, I appreciate your being nice.
Thank you.
And I get that you want to voice what you're feeling, and so I listened.
Yep, you did. All right, I appreciate it. Is there anybody else that you think that I could talk to that might listen, but also be able to do something? Or
I'm not sure. If you tell me who you want me to transfer you to, I'll transfer you. But
Commissioner Ryder, how about can you transfer me to him?
Okay, I can.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if he's in, but I can put you through to his office.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Police Commissioner's office, how can I help you?
Yeah, is Commissioner Ryder in his office, or is he out and about committing more crimes?
He's not available. Is there a different way I can help you?
He's got to be available. He's got to be. I'm a concerned. Well, here it is. I'm a concerned citizen. I'm not here to cuss. I just spoke to the one lady, and she talked to me for 7 minutes, and she was cool. I'm just concerned about the corruption of what is going on with this commissioner over the past few years. The mainstream media brought it up. It just wasn't Long Island Audit. He's not the first one, to expose this, and it's disgusting. What is going on? He's like a guy out of one of those movies. You see, there's no way somebody get away with this as a sheriff or a commissioner or something. And sure enough, he does. And I know you're going to say it's disinformation or this and that, but it's not from one person. This is multiple. You hit the button there.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Oh, or you can record it, whatever.
I'm sorry.
It's just, it's not right. And it's not just Sean Paul Reyes who's bringing this and exposing this guy. It's a lot of other people that weren't even, it's the media there, the local media in that city is even trying to expose this. So to have Sean Paul Reyes and cops go to his house for holding a camera, which we all have on our phones. We walk outside or film by him. You have a camera on you now. It's asinine to see the way these cops react. And the only reason why they do is it exposes, not all the police, but what it does is it exposes the corrupt ones. And it's like a cross to a vampire. You bring this camera out and they're like, and they can't control themselves. You're just here to bug us. You're just here to antagonize us. And then they get antagonized.
Just so you are aware, I am not able to comment on the case because it's an ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
But if you do have a complaint, you're more than welcome to submit it through our mail, or you could do it through our website, or you could speak to Internal Affairs. Those are really the options that I have for you to express your concerns. So if you'd like, I can connect you to Internal Affairs. But like I said, you could also mail in your complaint. But in regards to this, we're not commenting on it at the moment due to it being an ongoing investigation.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, and there's other, it's not just a guy with a camera or other people that follow him on social media. There's other police officers that are sick of this too, like good out of jurisdiction departments that are.
And I understand that. You're more than welcome to submit it to Internal Affairs.
If you want to transfer me over, I'm just a citizen, but still at least log it and it'll be a stack on top of the other ones, I guess.
Yeah, I can't take like over the phone, so that's why I'm saying to mail it in so then we can actually log it in. So. Oh,
to Internal Affairs, mail it to them, or
to speak to them. Yeah, you would speak to them directly. Those are the ways that we deal with that.
Yeah, if you want to transfer me to them, that works.
All right, give me 1 second.
Thanks. I'm putting this on you. Now I'm going to Internal Affairs. And I've been cool. Even the people on the phone.
Internal Affairs?
Yeah. Hi.
Hello?
My name is a concerned citizen, and I don't live in New York or anything like that, but I'm calling in regards to this Commissioner Ryder and the situation that's going on. I talked to...
I haven't...
I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I talked to two other ladies as I was being transferred in. I'm not here to cuss. I'm not here to do all this. I'm just here to state my concern. Somebody that comes from a family of officers in the past, and just seeing and hearing about what this guy has done over and over. And it's not Sean Paul Reyes, and if you've seen his past, he's been arrested before. It doesn't matter. He had a camera. He didn't have a gun. He has a camera like a lot of these guys do now online. And it brings out the worst in some of these police. Even when they know that they're there to, quote, antagonize them, they get antagonized. But you got this Ryder guy sending police guys over to his house. It's outrageous. It's almost like something out of a movie. Like you can't fathom it. And so the corruption of this guy in the back, like, yeah. So I don't know. What were you going to say? Because I don't know if I got to send something in.
I have a statement that I'm going to read to you because the complaint has been filed already, and
okay.
I'm going to tell you what I tell people when they call about this. Please be advised, this line is reserved for cases that have not yet been reported. Thank you for bringing your concerns to our attention. We are aware of the underlying incident, and we are actively investigating it. Due to the ongoing nature of the investigation, we cannot provide additional comment on the matter at this time. We appreciate you allowing us to keep this line open, and thank you for your consideration. Okay? Thank you. Bye.
Okay. That was it. All right. Well, we were going up the chain there, guys. Now, I'm going to put this up on my channel, which has been shadow banned over time. Maybe I'll put it up on a different one and give a shout out to Long Island. He needs to know the people that are supporting him. Don't call and start cussing at the person on the phone. Don't start cussing at the gal that's just answering the phone. That's the wrong person. And you know what? Don't start cussing at this commissioner, any of the corrupt police. That is going to... You get more flies with honey, and you got to be smarter when you're doing this. Not fucking kids, fucking cops, and fucking this and that. That's not the way to do it. The way is to state it so logically that they have nowhere to go because you've pointed it out. And I even pointed out the cognitive dissonance to the first girl on the phone saying, oh, he's a great guy. You don't know who you're talking. That's because you're being paid. And you got this dissonance because you're under this tyrant. So don't call cussing at people. That doesn't matter. If you do get commissioner on the phone, then fine, cuss at him or whatever. But I left this message. I've done ones before and I haven't recorded. But hopefully this one gives people maybe just a way to kind of approach this, because I went up to, well, she hung up, but internal affairs. And we look at them like, oh, internal affairs, they're going to be the ones that help us. But a lot of times that's where a lot of the corruption is too, because where else would you want to make sure that you have police investigating police? But don't be stupid when you call these people. Don't just rant and rave, because it shows you have as many brain cells as these little piggies do, these corrupt little piggies do, when they're acting the way they're acting. So this is the red-pilled genius. Look me up under red-pilled rants, the one and only Todd Alexander. And I'm going to leave some more of these calls. I'm going to make some more of these because I'm going to do my part. But don't do your part by making it worse for Sean Paul Reyes, or any of the other First Amendment guys. Don't be cordial either. Just be very direct, and that's going to work. So thanks for listening to this call. Hopefully I'll do more. Whoops, I'm back. I just had a little addendum there because I was thinking, like I do, and I want to add this on. Interesting how I made my way through 3 different people, different operators there, and then 2 of them that actually work with Commissioner Ryder, and got to internal affairs. And she heard me out for a little bit, but had a very, pre-written statement, probably just taped there right at her little cubby. She can look up at it and read that off to me and not even say bye, and just hangs up. So that was internal affairs. So like I said, it's cops protecting cops, and internal affairs is not the end-all, be-all of bringing these guys to justice. But we still do our part. Let's do it in the right way, where it doesn't hurt any First Amendment auditor, and especially in this case, Sean Paul Reyes. Sean Paul, every time I say that, I think of Sean Paul. But anyway, Sean Paul Reyes, Long Island Audit. So there's my addendum. Take it for what it's worth. Now get out there and fight for your right to party. That's all we want to do. We just want to party and be left alone.